Hello and welcome to TV-Marywood News. Today's the first day of spring, Friday, March 20th, and I'm Brielle Sheeland. On today's news, we see why a local fire chief being at the right place at the right time matters. We'll also be checking in with weather anchor Clint Gregory and sports anchor Jason Camardo to hear the latest in Marywood and professional sports. And later, we will find out when Spider-Man will be swinging back into action on the big screen. Chief of Justice Volunteer Fire Company Chris Uren was headed back to the station Monday when he observed smoke rising from Interstate 81. According to a post on the station's Facebook page, Chief Uren headed toward the smoke and found a tractor trailer carrying a fully loaded propane tank had a fire burning on the right side of the rear axle. Without hesitation, Uren pulled a hose from the tanker and with the truck driver's help, doused the axle with water. Officials with Justice Volunteer Fire Company say this was a case of right time, right place. Chief Uren successfully extinguished the blaze before fire trucks from Chinchilla Station Number 2 and Scranton City Fire Engine 8 arrived on the scene. We agree with the officials' post on the Facebook page in saying, "Nice job, Chief." Now air travel is more expensive thanks to, in large part, to the war in Iran. Officials say since the start of military action on February 28th, the cost of jet fuel has risen by 50%. This has led some carriers to raise their ticket prices. But during an investor conference on Tuesday, executive from major U.S. airlines said ticket sales still remain strong during the first 3 months of 2026. In fact, many of the executives say their airlines broke either daily or weekly records in ticket sales this year. Though this February was colder than most in recent years, there are a number of things to do to pass the time. Our own Clint Gregory found that a state park in NEPA offers a sweet and unique opportunity.
February is often considered the coldest month of the year, and most people look forward to the warm temperatures of spring. Here at the Salt Springs Park in Susquehanna County, the educators have a different take, as we find from board member Dr. Jim Hayes, who teaches a maple syrup class right here in the Wheaton House.
Maple syrup. And now, of course, the trees give me the sap, and we will take you through every stage of what you need to do today, and you'll witness it, and some of you will actually participate in it. Because maple syrup is a American Indian, an Aboriginal native product that was unknown to the Europeans when they got here. But they made it, and we're going to repeat some of that process. And we have a couple of trees tapped already. We're going to gather the sap up. We'll bring it back in, and we'll put it in the source of heat, in this particular case, a crock pot, and we'll be able to sample it at every stage of the boil down, which is what they call it, and you'll be able to see why it takes 40 gallons of maple sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. From the Salt Springs Park viewpoint, this is really part of our environmental education program, because if you go through with this and you make your very own maple syrup, you'll never think about a tree in the same way again.
And from the Wheaton House at Salt Springs Park in the northwest part of Susquehanna County, reporting for TVM-News, I'm Clint Gregory.
That looks like it was a great time, Clint. When can viewers sign up for a class?
Syrup is made when the days are warm and nights are below freezing, Brielle. And the Friends of Salt Springs Park says they schedule classes when conditions are optimal, which is mostly in February. I'm sure they would love to have some students from Marywood in next year's classes.
Sounds great, Clint. After the break, we will see what this week's weather is looking like. Spring has officially started today. Here to tell us if we can expect it to feel like spring is our weather anchor, Clint Gregory.
That's right, Brielle. Spring arrived at 10:46 this morning with the spring equinox, which is when the sun's daily path travels north of the equator. It will continue moving north until midsummer, reaching a latitude around Miami, Florida, and the Keys. And we'll take a look at today's weather from the National Weather Service. We can see some rain moving through the area with about 1/10 of an inch of rain expected. The weather map here shows the weather coming our way from the northeast, and it should be arriving sometime around 7 this evening. And then current conditions at Marywood are a balmy, about 46 degrees with light rain, as I said, which should be out of the area around 7 p.m. Overnight lows drop to about 38 degrees rather, and looking at the weekend forecast, the National Weather Service is showing mostly sunny skies tomorrow with highs in the low to mid 50s. Then a slight chance of rain moves in around 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Partly sunny skies persist Sunday with a slight chance of rain settling in around 2 p.m. Spring temperatures abound with highs in the low 60s. And here's a look at the weather map, how the weather is shaping up for the rest of the week. And we can see Sunday and Monday and Tuesday with highs dipping back down into the 40s for the daytime temperatures and 30s overnight. Back to you, Brielle.
Thanks, Clint. After the break, we'll take a look at the Marywood Sports Report.
Thanks, Brielle. Marywood sports are back in action after last week's spring break. Baseball started the week off strong by dominating Franciscan University on the road on Friday morning, scoring an 11-1 victory. The team had a game scheduled on Tuesday against SUNY Plattsburgh, but it was canceled due to the cold. The Pacers did end up taking the diamond Thursday afternoon against New Jersey City University. The Pacers took a strong 8-5 win. Marywood next plays a triple-header against Regent University on Saturday and Sunday. Softball also saw success on Friday against the University of Northwestern and Otterbein University. Marywood won both in tight fashion, beating Northwestern 10-9 and Otterbein 8-7. Softball retakes the diamond on Saturday with a doubleheader against Elmira College. Women's lacrosse found a great offensive performance against Juniata College on Friday. Streaky runs of scoring in the first half ended with the game tie 9-9. The Pacers broke out and didn't look back, eventually taking a 17-12 victory. Marywood kept its momentum going on Thursday against the University of Lynchburg, with the Pacers taking an 8-6 win. The team next plays Wilson College on Saturday. Men's lacrosse competed on Saturday at Virginia Wesleyan University. Marywood kept the game close through the first half. The Pacers stumbled out of the break, but unfortunately fell 16-3 in the end. Marywood next hosts Penn College on Wednesday. The Pacers suffered a similar fate, keeping things close before losing 13-6. The team next takes the field on Saturday against Delaware Valley University. In esports news, Marvel Rivals had a forfeit victory over Montclair State University White. Their next match against Thomas College will decide if they can clinch playoffs after a rocky start to their season. Rocket League continues their seasons with strong wins over Eastern Eagles White and the University of Cincinnati Bearcats Pink, winning 4-2 and 4-0 respectively. The next matches will be against Kings College Red and the Bluefield University Velocity. The Super Smash Bros. Team won 2-0 against Misericordia University. The next match is against the York Spartans and is the decider for who ends the season in first seed going into the playoffs. Overwatch Gold finishes their season in utter dominance, winning against the Holy Cross Crusaders with another 3-0 round to round a perfect season going into playoffs. They're first seed and didn't drop a single game, nor did they drop a single map, going 21-0 in map score. A big congrats to them. We wish our players the best of luck in upcoming matches. With the Pacers Sports Report, I'm Jace Camarda.
Lastly, the lineup for this year's free concert series at Mohegan Sun in Wilkes-Barre was announced yesterday afternoon. The weekly shows, held every Thursday night from May 7th until September 10th, have been a highly anticipated summer event, living up to its Party on the Patio name. This season for Party on the Patio features fan-favorite tribute acts for Elton John, AC/DC, Fleetwood Mac, and more. Concerts are free to attend, but tickets are available for those looking for a VIP experience. That's going to do it for this week's edition of TV-Marywood News. Here's another quick look at the upcoming weather on this first day of spring. Also a reminder that this upcoming Tuesday is Giving Tuesday for many programs here at Marywood-University. For Jason Camardo, Clint Gregory, and everyone here at TV-Marywood News, I'm Brielle Sheeland, and have a great weekend, Marywood.